What's good, guys? We back at it again with another video. As you can see from the title, today we have a Tre Johnson breakdown. If you guys don't know who that is, Tre Johnson is a 6'5" to 6'6" shooting guard out of Texas. He actually committed and signed to Texas, so that's where he's going to be going next year. We've also already done a breakdown on him before on the channel. I believe this is when he was playing with Lake Highlands last year or a couple years ago. But currently, Tre is widely considered as one of the best players in the class of 2024. And in my opinion, he's one of the best players regardless of class. He was included in my top 10, my recently released elite high school prospects list, and most likely will be in the top 10 of the newly updated list that I released on January 1st, 2024. But Tre as a player though, like I said, 6'5", 6'6", but he's also extremely skilled, crafty, can get to his spots, and is one of the best shot makers in the country. The game that we're actually going to be breaking down is from City of Palms. You guys don't know what City of Palms is. It's been a staple in the basketball community for I don't know how long. Like, I remember when they were playing at Bishop Monroe, and I used to go on YouTube and look up highlights, or I think it was my freshman year when JB and Wheeler actually ended up beating Montverde and Ben Simmons, which should tell you how long Montverde's been a powerhouse, but that was really big in Georgia. So the City of Palms tournament has been extremely important in the basketball space for I don't know how many years. I actually think that this year is actually their 50th anniversary. Like, this is how long that City of Palms has been around, because they always bring the top teams, top players, top talent. So you know I had to make the drive yesterday, and I will be for the rest of the week, because as I told you guys in the last video before I released my newly updated top 25 elite high school prospects, there are certain players that I need to see in person, because there are certain things that you can't see on film that you can see in person, whether it be body language, are they actually talking on the court, little nuanced things where you actually have to be sitting down in front of a player to see it, because it will give you more insight into that player and help you project out into the future. But like I said, the game that we're going to be breaking down is Tre's game yesterday against North Mecklenburg. Isaiah Evans. This breakdown is also going to be a little bit of a throwback. It's not going to be split screen. I'm just going to show you guys the clips, break down the clips, and then we're going to talk about it. Let's jump right into it. Tre Johnson is one of the top shot makers in the 2024 class, which garners him a lot of attention on the offensive end. Yet early in this game, it didn't take him long to show that he can also make reads, passing out of the double for the hockey assist. Again, though being known primarily as a scorer, Tre did a great job in transition, whether it be identifying open teammates for open shots, or on this next possession, crossing sides of the floor, drawing defenders so he can get his teammate an open three. This was a common theme early in this game, Tre pushing in transition, getting past his initial defender and drawing the second, making a great pass to one of his teammates. Even though they missed this shot, he was able to relocate to one of his strengths, the three-point line. These next three possessions are also in transition, truly exemplifying the level of control Tre was showing with that aspect of the game. On this possession, identifying the smaller defender in the funnel, attacking the rim and finishing strong. On this next possession, another advantage situation, 3-on-2, and Tre makes the right play to his teammate for the open three. And on this last possession, since he made the right play so many times, the defenders hesitated, which led him to the open dunk. Tre is also a high-level scorer in the half court, whether it be finishing in the paint or knocking down perimeter jumpers. He was able to show a little bit of everything in the second half. What did I talk about when I first started talking about his game? Extremely skilled, crafty, can get to his spots, one of the best shot makers in the country, one of the best offensive players in the country, and he still is that, right? Every time I watch a Tre Johnson game or go to a Tre Johnson game, I'm expecting him to score. I'm expecting him to get to his spots and raise up and knock down shots. I'm expecting him to knock down some tough ones every now and then. But what I saw yesterday against North Mecklenburg and Isaiah Evans was true development in Tre Johnson's game. At this point, he's no longer just a scorer. He's no longer just a player that, okay, if his shot isn't falling, we don't have to worry about him. Or, oh, if we frustrate him a little bit and he's not scoring, we're going to take him out the game. He isn't that player anymore. Tre Johnson is now a player that can not only score for himself, he's a player that can find his teammates, get his teammates open shots. The clinic that he put on in transition yesterday was extremely high level. Every time he got it off the glass, he wasn't just looking to score. He wasn't just looking to come down and shoot a pull-up three, force his way into the paint. No, the first thing he did every single time was look up, see where everybody is, identify where his teammates are. Where can I drive and cross the floor to make his defender commit so I can kick this pass to my teammate? Where's the sliver of space in the paint where I can get past my first guy, land on two, and kick to my teammate? In the second half, pushing in transition, make a skip pass over the head to the opposite corner. These are all extremely high-level plays for a player that, honestly, before I was considering him pretty much a scorer. Like, okay, this is a guy that you're just going to run off pin downs, get him a lot of open shots, let him put it down every once in a while, but he's just going to be a scorer, not much more than that. That's just not the case anymore. And I wanted you guys to notice that since he was making the right plays, since he was kicking to his teammates, driving and landing on two, and finding the open man, all of a sudden when he is coming down in transition, 3-on-2, and you got two of your teammates in the corner and the defenders are hesitating because they know that you will make that pass, that opens up the lane for him to get the wide open dunk. Because Tre is making the right plays and showing that he is a willing passer and a good passer and has good vision and awareness, all of a sudden the defense has to respect him more as an offensive player in terms of creating for others, which allows him to get his own offense off easier. And like I showed you, Tre's ability to score already was extremely high level. But now add into the fact that you have to worry about him creating for his teammates. Again, as a defender, it makes it that much harder to, okay, I'm going to take away the pass, but then he's just going to shoot over the top. But if I crowd him and somebody else helps, he's going to make that pass. It's extremely hard to guard. But let's talk a little bit about Tre from the scoring side of things. When I saw him first play with Lake Highlands and then AAU a little bit after that, like I told you guys, he was more of just a score, tough shot maker. He's just going to get to his spot, raise up over you, and with his size, more times than not, he can get it off. Sometimes he would drive not too much, but really just like to stay on the perimeter and in the mid-range area. Tre now has put on size, way stronger. I'm telling you guys, the player I saw a year ago is not the player I just saw yesterday. This kid is a lot more physical, and you can see it across all aspects of his game, whether it be getting position in the mid-post, whether it be not being bumped off the line, or himself hitting the defender, creating the bump, creating the space so he can finish. I know this isn't the breakdown that we did today, but what I saw him do against Prolific and Montverde, like finishing against like size, better size, I'm telling you, this is a different player than who he was prior. In terms of shot selection, it's simplified. Before, I feel like you would see him play around a little bit, get to a couple step backs, some spins, some tough shots, right? In this game, I might have seen him take maybe one or two questionable shots. The rest of the game, open three, you're not there, I'm knocking it down. I catch it on the perimeter, you are there, pump fake, you guys saw it. I'm gonna put it down, keep you on my hip, shoot it right off the glass. I'm coming off the handoff, 1 to 2 dribbles, wide finish. Tre's game has definitely been simplified, which makes it translatable to a lot of levels because you can see that he doesn't need the ball to score. And prior, you might have said that, but you can't say that now. And here's the thing, when he does have the ball, he's now shown that he can take some pressure, he can beat some guys off the bounce, not with athleticism, but with craftiness. And once he does, he can make plays. The last thing that I want to talk to you guys about concerning Tre is the body language, intensity level. Last year, I went to go see him at City of Palms, and the body language left something to be desired. And sometimes the, intensity level, the motor left something to be desired. When I tell you this is an entirely different player, I watched him. I'm telling you, it didn't matter if it was a turnover, he missed a shot, where last year he missed a shot, you might have seen him drop his head, something like that. This game, I didn't see it at all. I saw him cheering on his teammates. I didn't see any laxes in intensity. On defense, I saw him moving his feet and trying. Him and Isaiah Evans didn't guard each other the entire game, but when he did, he showed that he can guard what he wants to. All in all, Tre Johnson, this is one of the best players in the country, regardless of class. This is a player who definitely has potential to be in that 3-letter league at the 2-guard spot, especially when the league now is more of a point guard and a combo or 2 point guards. Right here, you have a true shooting guard who can come off of pin downs, down screens, flares, can knock down open jumpers. If they run him off the line, he can get to his pull-up. And he also, again, has shown now that he can create a little offense, not only for himself, but for his teammates as well. Not to mention, he's still a high-level shot maker, which means you can't really put a ceiling on how good he can be. Like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I appreciate you guys watching. Remember, if you want the one-on-one evaluation or one-on-one consultation, hit my website, BTI Basketball, in the description. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys next time in the next video.